Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. As some of my subscribers have rightfully pointed out, my channel has now crossed 3,000 subscribers, and that's thanks to you guys, because since you all started sharing my videos on social media and people are seeing the content that I bring, they have been subscribing. So I want to thank you guys for that. Let's start off with this, guys. NIO was last trading at $9.42, 32 cents up yesterday. And some of the shorts came at me viciously yesterday, probably because of that. One of them, he calls himself Tesla something. And it's sad because this guy, a lot of them, they don't smell the roses because they're pooping in their pants so much, they're only smelling the poop. It's really sad for them. But the 52-week low was $7 and the 52-week high was $16.18. As a disclaimer, I have 2,260 shares at $3.53, and on the SoFi I hold 478 shares at $8.71. So I'm making money on both platforms right now. Nothing happens without the glory of God. So what do I have for you guys? What I have for you guys today is like your morning coffee. It will give you all conviction, not just to hold with diamond hands, but for some of you guys who've been telling me my average is in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, or whatever, it's giving you a golden opportunity to average down little by little, whatever you can afford. Remember, this is not financial advice, but knowledge is power, and if you don't use knowledge to your advantage, what's the use of having it? Okay, let's start off with this. I want to talk about an article that I saw that was beautiful. The Middle East Consortium invested $20 billion in Weili, while Germany Volkswagen invested $5 billion in Xiaopeng. At the same time, Maserati also announced $11.6 billion stake in zero-run cars. This series of investment fully demonstrates the confidence of expectations of international capital in Chinese auto markets. Remember, the Dubai government invested over $3 billion into us. Looking back at the 1980s, behind the vigorous development of China's automobile industry, there was a difficult process. At that time, the domestic independent production capacity was insufficient, and we had to rely on the technical support of Europe. America and Japan. Japan is aware of China's predicament and intends to avoid cooperation, while American car companies have not been optimistic about the Chinese market and have not responded positively, except for Ford and Tesla. Only the boss of Volkswagen in Germany saw the long-term prospect and seized the opportunity in China's development. Although its product sales failed to directly reach ordinary people at first, it has achieved rapid growth in the field of state units and institutions. Since then, German, Japanese, American, and Korean auto companies have entered the Chinese market and made considerable profits. Fortunately, the Chinese government actively supports electric vehicles, while domestic auto companies such as BYD have emerged, making China's auto industry export to rise year by year. It is predicted by 2030, China will export more than 12 million cars, bringing trillions of yuan to China. This development trend will make China's automobile industry an important force in the international market and continue to win the attention and recognition of all countries in the world. Now, my question to you guys is, just like with Bitcoin, just like with Apple in the beginning, just like with Amazon in the beginning, just like with the internet industry in the beginning, just like the oil industry in the beginning, are you willing to lose out yet again and said, I wish I pulled the trigger? The people who don't pull the trigger are the people who always stay poor and die poor. Now, having said that, when it's new companies like this, you invest in it based on what your tolerance for loss will be. At the same time, you must understand that when you get in early into companies like this with great CEOs, great products, great business model, great way of delivery, and you ride the wave up. It's not going to happen right away, but you're going to make significant money. We've missed the boat on many of these such ventures. Are we willing to miss the boat yet again? I am not. I am not willing to miss the boat again. So, I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers. He said something that actually myself and one of my friends he has a channel on TikTok called Growth Stocks 22 were talking about. He actually mentioned it as well on one of my comments. So I want to give out a shout out to him. His channel is Ronan Levi 1731. He's one of my subscribers, and he said, Mitch, basically what he was saying is, and I want you guys to think about this. When a regular car rolls off, soon as you take the car out of the dealership, even an EV, it loses value. However, when it's an EV, it loses even more value. And let me ask you guys a question. If someone has a Tesla, a 5-year-old Tesla, are you willing to buy that Tesla? What did you guys say? That's what I thought. No. You're not willing to buy it because of battery degradation. After 5 years, that battery has degraded, especially according to how many times they charge it, how many times they supercharge it. The car is worthless. That EV is worth as much as dog poop in a swimming pool. Yes, you heard it here. And you know fully well that you will not buy it either because that battery will cost more than the junk that you're sitting in to drive it. However, when it comes to a Neo, it will hold the value more than Toyota used to hold their value. Why? Because of battery as a service. Isn't it a beautiful thing, guys? It is sweet! Now, I want you guys to listen to this. I mentioned this about a year ago, I think it was, when China launched 7 satellites into space to complement the EV industry, knowing fully well companies like NIO are going to be putting charging stations, battery swapping stations in the remotest parts of China so people can go and see that beautiful thing called the Great Wall of China. A piece of history, priceless piece of history. People can go and see the Silk Route because of us now, without you having to use a gas car. King William Lee rightfully said it, that anywhere that you can go with a gas car, you can go with a NIO now. Boom, boom, boom. What do you guys think about that? How you like them apples? Now, those 7 satellites will ensure that we're connected no matter where we are in China. Are there any other country in the world that has done that thus far? What was that, guys? That's right, none of them. None of them. Only China. This is why we are on the gravy train. Do you guys want me to sing that Pink Floyd song again? All right, I guess not. But listen to this. NIO factory delivers vehicles in 21 days. You heard that right. We've sped up the process. Getting ready for Alps. Getting ready for Firefly. I keep saying this. That's why we've bought all those ordered all those suspension systems from that company in Massachusetts. That company that we've invested heavily in through NIO Capital. And is the most automated factory in the world. Wrap your head around that, not just in China. It is kind of like that company UXIN, Ocean, that I keep telling you guys about that we invested heavily into. They have the most sophisticated and automated factory for refurbishing used cars in the world. And by next year, the CEO said they're going to be profitable. Anyway, this is not about them, but I've been buying the dip on them as well, guys. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now, this factory, this NIO factory, has a 6-story car garage just for the body shop, for the painting. It can store 246 vehicle bodies with automated handles that store and retrieve. Automated handles. Yes. Cutting down on manpower and cost. This is why when they enter the American market, and we build out a factory in California like Gavin Newsom wants us to, he's begging us, he's on his knee to King William Lee, it will be mostly automated. Okay. The robots can install doors on all 8 models. ATVs transport car parts and bodies to their designated location. No humans. With no interference from human beings. AI at its best. They avoid human workers and are fitted with sensors so as to avoid accidents. Safety, 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 safety. Because I don't want to be paying no workman compensation too. I want all that bread. China has been the largest new energy vehicle market for the last 8 consecutive years. We're on the gravy train, guys. And has dramatically increased of EVs in the roads, in China's roads, with NIOs gaining prominence. The NIO manager said that they don't mind showing some of our advanced tech to our business counterparts. Only through mutual communications and collaborations can we better promote the industry. Now remember, Money Making Mitch is the only YouTuber who keeps saying there's going to be mergers as well, not just partnerships. Watch, guys. And that's going to cause the huge players like NIO to not only survive but dominate a master corporation. Remember, so China no longer rely on foreign car brands and their technology. We no longer rely on their brands and their technology. We're making our own. Us NIO especially making our own chips, our own phones. Ring, ring. We're making a lot of stuff in-house and gonna continue to do that until we're making everything completely in-house. Yes, we are. 80% of sales come from local brands now in China. Locals are buying 80% of Chinese brands because they're starting to realize, especially with that NIO Day, and they saw that work of art that I said even Leonardo da Vinci will be jealous of. Now they're starting to wake up and realize, my God, our stuff is better. Wow. And its exports will go past, and listen to this. Remember, BYD already went past Ford. They're already outselling Tesla now in China. And its exports will go past Japan's to become the world's #1, numero uno, this year. This year. So all of the negative Nancys and nasty demonic animals that come on this channel to try to scare you away from making money, they are the same ones that pooping in their pants. They are the same ones going to come and say, oh, what are you giving back? I'm giving you knowledge, idiot. Wake up and open your eyes to become wealthy. The establishment has been holding us down for too long and telling us to buy high and sell low and invest only into a 401k. So after 62 years or 65 years, you retire and hopefully have 200,000, sometimes nothing in your 401k, and you have to work at 70 years old pushing a freaking cart in front of Walmart like you see all over this country now. Not me. How about you? So I hope you guys found this video informational and inspirational, and understand where we're going next year and how much money we're getting ready to make in the years after that. If this video did that for you guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and share this on your social media websites and to your friends and family. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel we have that tribe, that warrior mindset. Like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.